Alright, so I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on the Merlin trials and what each one is and what they do. I won't go into depth in each one, but for today's challenge I will. So first you're going to click on the little boat down here, and then your trials are going to pop up, and each day has a separate trial. So Sundays is the combo trial, which is a combination between your Lord equipment and the gemstones embedded in the Lord equipment. Monday is equipment trials, which is your Lord equipment. Tuesday is dragon trials. That's what we're on today. I'll go into detail on that in a minute. Wednesday is combo trials. This one is changing in the update to hero trials, which is kind of cool because it's instead of having to do combo trials twice in a week, which is kind of a pain in the ass and stupid, now you only have to do it once a week. Your next is going to be research. You're going to have a really hard time getting far on research. I have a hard time on it myself. I'm only on path 6 on that. It's not easy to do. Friday is your gemstone trials, which is gemstones that are embedded in your Lord equipment. Now, when you're doing these trials, you have to make sure the Lord equipment is on and equipped. Otherwise, it will not give you the buffs from it, and you won't get any boost in power, and you won't be able to beat any of the levels. And then lastly, on Saturday, you have the building trials, which goes off prestige level, which I believe you should have just gotten, because I think in level Stronghold 15 you get prestige level also. So you should be able to do that trial as well. But let's go to Dragon Trial real quick, and I'll show you, because you can only do a certain trial on certain days. So today is Dragon Trial, so you can only do Dragon Trials today. What you're gonna do now, you're not gonna be on path 14 like me, because you're gonna need to get your dragon a little more advanced before you can get to that. But you will be able to beat some, and I'll tell you how. Okay, so first off, say this is the very beginning of the trials. You can only do the first one that hasn't been beat, so you can't challenge the second one right here until you beat the first one. So what you're going to do is click on the castle, click challenge, then click march. You don't adjust any of your march, just click march. It'll do it automatically for you, and then click the little X button to X out so you don't have to wait for them to march. And then it'll either tell you if you win or lose. You won't lose any troops. So even though it says I lost troops, it didn't lose any because they weren't my troops. That's why it just shows losses, because it's instead of using your troops, it gives you their hypothetical troops. So anyways, if you continue to challenge, sometimes you can actually beat it. But what's going to matter is when you beat something or lose, it's always going to give you a battle report like this, like we just saw a second ago. It's going to show you how many kills you did, how many kills you didn't, or how many losses you had. Then it's going to show your stats versus the stats of the castle. So if it's green, you're good. But if it's red, those are what you need to work on. Now, you can't work on a lot of these because you have to have a higher level dragon in order to raise any of these on mine, basically, because mine's completely maxed out. The only thing that matters is attack skills. Nothing else matters. So if you can't use the attack skill, then it doesn't matter. So, to help you out with the dragon trials, I don't know what dragon level you are. Go into your dragon, click dragon skills, and then you're going to want to use attack skills only. You can select your attack skills here by clicking assign skills, and then you click down here on the bottom which skill you want in your top area up here. anything that's not in your whole area, top area up here, does not give you any boost and is a waste of your assault or guardian points. So, in order to increase the skill level, you're going to go back to this main dragon skill screen, click on a skill such as March Capacity, because this is one of the attack skills, and you're going to click this upgrade right here. Now you have to have the enough assault points and the dragon level to get to however high the level is. Each dragon level you go up, more stuff becomes available. So here's what I would recommend you using. March of Fury, which is going to boost your March capacity. I max that as much as possible. Next, I would do the Flaming Arrows 2, which is going to be Bowman versus Infantry. After that, you're going to want to do Cavalry Claw 1, which is Cavalry versus Infantry damage. And then after that, either one of these two at the bottom here, the Cavalry Claw 3, or Flaming Arrows 3. You can, if you have enough room, you can add both. But before you do that, you want to use these two Guardian skills, which are the only ones that work in the trials, and that is the Infantry Backbone 1 and Infantry Backbone 2. Now, what that means is when you assign those use assault point or guardian points. So if you have a lot of guardian points and you have a lot of assault points, no big deal. But if you don't, then you can split it between the two and it makes it a little bit easier. To start out, I believe you get 4 skills to pick. So I would pick the March of Fury, I would pick the Flaming Arrows 2, I would pick Infantry Backbone 1 and Infantry Backbone 2, and max them out if you can, and that will get you the furthest in the Merlin trials. Lastly, on the Merlin trials, as far as for Dragon trials, you're going to want to enhance skills, and you're going to want to enhance those skills, those assault skills that you just used, and that'll help you get further. So as you can see, like I have 5 stars on my March of Fury, which gives it a bonus of 42%. Then you go down a little further here. This is the Flaming Arrows 2, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, Flaming Arrows 2. I have 4 stars on that. That's a 30% boost. So those are the things that are going to matter. And the way you increase stars is by getting intensity crystals, which I will show you what they look like. They're inside your bag. They are these right here. Now you have to have 10 of one to go up a level. And you can't just start at level 4. You have to do level 1, then level 2, then level 3, then level 4. It will not work any other way. Other than that, that's about it for the Dragon Trials. If you have any questions, just ask me online or in the game, or you can just drop me a message whenever.